So tonight's a very big night for Zbcn. There's going to be a lot of eyes on this project. I'm going to explain what I mean a little bit later on in this video. I'm also going to pull up the charts because the chart is looking pretty darn good right now. It looks like it's getting ready to take off. And on top of all of that, we still have ISO 20022 coming up this month. This is a video you do not want to miss, but remember, nothing here is financial advice. I could always be wrong. Make sure you guys doing research. Now, real quick before I get into things, for anyone looking for a great crypto exchange, check out my link to BTCC. Right now, they've got a $300 USDT giveaway happening. It goes towards one winner. How to be eligible: you sign up, deposit, and trade between November 3rd and 15th. All users signed up using my link, new and old, is going to be eligible for this draw. Again, BTCC. The link will be in my description down below for anyone that's interested. But now let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. So right now, we're sitting at a 29 fear. Just yesterday, it looks like we're at a 22 extreme fear. You know, 2025 has been quite a interesting year because everybody knows what to do. Everybody should have the basics when it comes to, should know the basics when it comes to investing in crypto. You buy low, you sell high, you buy the fear, you sell the greed, but everyone continues to do the complete opposite and then gets very confused when their portfolios take a massive dump. It's like, but you're buying these coins at all-time highs. Like, buy the fear, sell the greed. It's pretty much that simple. You know, crypto is not going anywhere. It's getting more and more widely adopted. And I talk about this all the time. So we should not be looking at this market and going, ah, man, it's coming down. Is everything going to go to zero? Like, are we entering back into a bear market? How can we possibly enter into a bear market when we are literally just at the beginning of mass adoption? There's no need to fear the market as long as you're in the right coins. All right. So as long as you've done your research and you believe in what you actually hold. All right. Right now, the crypto bubbles, I'm kind of seeing a mixture for the most part. I might be seeing a little bit more green actually, but like I've mentioned in previous videos, the way that the markets have been working most of 2025 is Fridays and Saturdays suck, they're red days, and then Sundays and Mondays are green days. Typically, we've been seeing a lot of that for 2025, right? And as I'm recording this video right now, it's a Monday, and I'm seeing a little bit more green than I am seeing red, right? But what a lot of investors like to do is they like to pour in on coins that's already rallying, like for example, Zcash, right? Zcash is rallying. They feel like that's the next big thing because everybody was running around saying that Zcash is the Bitcoin that was promised to us many, many years ago. Alarm bells should have been running through your mind at that point, right? Should be ringing through your mind at that point. Like, Zcash is the next Bitcoin, the Bitcoin that was promised to us many, many years ago. That immediately screams sell, if you ask me, all right? But it is what it is. Let's get to Zbcn and what's happening here. So at the beginning of the video, I did say that there was going to be a lot of eyes on Zbcn tonight. And the reason for that is Zbcn is going to be showcased at the NHL game and the NBA game tonight. So as you can see right here, tonight it's going to be the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Florida Panthers and the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Dallas Mavericks. So Zbcn is going to be somewhere in attendance. You're going to be able to see it on your TV screen, or if you actually attend the games, then you're going to be able to see Zbcn's poster or something somewhere around the arena. So big news there. A lot of people's going to look at that and be like, oh, what is Zbcn? What is Zebit Network? And then maybe they'll conduct some research and then they'll realize that this thing is actually legit. And who knows, maybe the word will start to spread that way. More and more people get invested. You just never know, right? But it's looking pretty good today for Zbcn in terms of price action, and one of the reasons could be because of the basketball games here. All right, so let's see what are people saying about Zbcn and the games that's happening tonight. So Pistons best 10 game start in 20 years. Zebek uphold ads will run during the game. Brilliant move. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Pistons best 10 game start in 20 years, and Zebek and Uphold is going to be in attendance through ads. Guys, I mean, that seems great to me. That seems great. One thing that I can say about the Zbcn team is they know how to market, they know what they're doing, and they just continue to make the right moves. And it's only a matter of time before more and more people catch on to Zbcn and what they are actually trying to achieve. And sky's honestly just the limit. Sky's really the limit for this thing. Can you imagine if the bull market was in full effect, where something like Zbcn would go. Because when you actually take it in, you can see that a lot of projects really crashed a few weeks ago, right? They came back down to like their 2025 lows, maybe even before. Some went all the way back down to like their 2022, 2023 lows, but not Zbcn. The reason for that is the holders is holding because the holders know what they hold, right? So yeah, lots of bullish things, lots of great things coming for this project. And honestly, if Zbcn doesn't one day enter the top 100 on CoinMarketCap, I'm going to be completely shocked. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen sometime in 2026. And if it doesn't happen in 2026, I'm going to be completely shocked. But let's see what Zbcn man has to say about Zbcn. Lots of information from this person right here. Make sure you follow him over on X, Zbcn man, right? Always comes with the gems. But let's see, posted this 14 hours ago, November trifecta, incoming for Zbcn. Zbcn is locked, loaded, and positioned for the ultimate moonshot this month. Number one, ISO 20022 compliance announcement, ready to dominate global payments. Number two, super app drop. Your all-in-one DeFi powerhouse just leveled up. And then number three, Coinbase listing. Wallets are heating up. Could this be the spark? With the government shutdown over and liquidity flooding back like a raging river, the stars are aligning. Time to drop that ISO bomb, unleash the super duper app, and confirm that Coinbase listing. It is listing season, right, Simon? Let's go. Zbcn pirates were sailing to the treasure. Yeah, if Zbcn gets a Coinbase listing, it is over. It is over. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, you guys have been seeing, all the signs of a potential Coinbase listing. I've shown it in my video. Other people have shown it on their videos. And also, if you've been paying attention to what's going on X, it is potential. It is there where Zbcn could be listed on Coinbase. It is definitely a possibility. And yeah, if it happens, it's going to be just madness. But yeah, the big thing right here that I'm really looking forward to is ISO 20022. I believe this is big enough to really catapult the price of Zbcn, but only time is going to tell, right? If we check out the price action on the day, right now, let's see, we are up 12%. The current market cap is 318 million, right? And at the lows of 2025, I believe Zbcn's market cap was maybe like, maybe like 60 million or something like that market cap, right? So honestly, this thing has just been looking very great all of 2025. Let's check it out here. The lows for 2025, that's 2024. Like, yeah, it's like 58, 59 million in January, right? And yeah, I believe those days are temporarily over. If the bear market comes like many years down the road from now, then you never know what's going to happen in terms of price action for every single coin in the market. But right now, in the short term, moving forward, I think the days for a 68 or $58 million market cap, you're probably not going to see this anytime soon, right? If you are going to see these levels, it would have been a few weeks ago when the market completely did that massive flash crash. But yeah, I don't think we're going to see these levels again, at least not anytime soon. But yeah, looking pretty good right now. The current price is 0.0034. You check out the amount of exchange listings that it's on. I still believe the most recent one is still Kraken, right? But some big exchanges. And exchanges, honestly, I love knowing that we still have that potential catalyst coming up for Coinbase and maybe even one day Binance. Right, so something to look forward to. $319 million market cap. This thing will enter the 1 billion category at some point in 2026. I still believe that. But right now, looking at the charts is looking pretty decent. I mean, let's see here, November 9th. So yesterday, this thing was sitting at 0.0029. And then today, it went as high as 0.0036. The other thing is we are sitting near this resistance area around 0.0035 because this at one point did act up as a pretty nice support. But when you say the market just bleeding day in and day out, like these support levels are going to get broken. So we cannot be pointing fingers and be like, okay, well, I thought this support was supposed to hold up and then it gets broken. Like what's going on there? It's the entire market. People are extremely fearful because you don't know what Trump is going to say next, right? So unfortunately, it's just having a very negative impact on the market. All these tariffs talks and stuff, people don't know whether to hold or sell. Like, people are just very confused. People don't know if they should buy now. Like, people are just very, very confused, man. But instead of making it hard on yourself, you just buy low, sell high, buy the fear, sell the greed. Just keep it simple, right? And eventually, over time, I believe you're going to make some pretty good returns in this market. But you got to stick to your trading strategy, whatever that thing is. Now, we have pulled back just a little bit since reaching these highs on the day. Right, so like I said, it was at 0.0036, and right now we're at 0.0034. That being said, I believe as long as Zbcn at least holds above 0.0032, we should be looking pretty decent. So I'm looking for Zbcn to hold this area right here. And then I believe we should be moving hopefully in a favorable direction, which is obviously towards the upside, right? As you can see, we're actually starting to make, it's still a little bit early, but we're starting to make higher lows, because you can see the low there and it's just making higher lows, which is a pretty good sign, right? So the next level that I'm expecting it to bounce off is right here, 0.0032, and hopefully start to make its way back up. But a lot of bullish things, a lot of catalysts coming for Zbcn. I would not be surprised if this thing just takes off. You know, one day we wake up and we see this thing sitting at these levels all the way up here, and then before we know it, we're up at 0.0053, another resistance area right now, and then make all-time highs eventually. We're going to see how the next couple weeks play out and the rest of 2025 play out, but I strongly believe that 2026 is going to be a great year for Zbcn. But again, nothing is financial advice. Nothing is for certain in this market. Trump just says one word and the market comes down, right? So make sure you guys invest safe, buy on dips only, no matter what project it is that you're holding, unless you have another trading strategy. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links down below. And until next time, take care.